Today we're going to be focusing on core control. We're going to be utilizing breath. We're going to be really focusing on getting an optimal position in the core to work it as well as we possibly can. So let's go ahead and start on our backs. Come all the way down. Get your head in a comfortable place. I've got a bun today, so that can make things a little bit tricky. So I do want you to start with bent knees. Slightly tuck in the pelvis so that your vertebrae are all touching the mat. And if that doesn't seem possible for you today, that's okay. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, really melt into the floor. Really try to connect every single vertebrae to your mat. Inhale again. Exhale, relax and connect, slightly tucking in the pelvis. One more breath here. Exhale, connect. Now maintaining this exact same position, feel free to place your hands on your hips here to keep your hips in that same position. You will notice as we move that you'll start to probably create that anterior pelvic tilt again, but just keep it tucked, keep your hands here if need be. That really does help me. Inhale. As you exhale, slide your right foot out, maintaining that same positioning of your hips. Inhale, bring that foot back. Inhale. Exhale, extend the left, flex the foot at the bottom. Inhale, bring back. And then start to create a little bit of a motion here, switching from right to left. Your breath doesn't have to be perfect. I do just want you to maintain nice control in the breath. It doesn't really matter when you inhale or exhale here. But just try to really focus on keeping your breath nice and steady as you move each leg. Sliding your foot, I can feel my pelvis start to arch, so I've got to go back to tucking. It's really tricky to keep that positioning, the optimal positioning in the right place. So that's why we're practicing here. Now, I want you to start to speed up these slides. So we're bringing that left out, and then as the left is coming out, we're going to extend the right and then vice versa. Notice how much you have to activate the core now that we're moving a little bit faster and we don't have that support from when both of the feet are on the ground, because we're moving them a little faster. So you're gonna feel your core really activate here, and you're gonna notice it's gonna become almost impossible to connect every vertebrae to the ground. And this doesn't have to be perfect. As you've noticed, my feet are kind of going all over. It's okay, this is part of the practice. Now, bring both your feet in, inhale, let's come back to that positioning. And exhale, connecting back to the ground. Now, as you inhale, slide your feet out, really trying to keep everything as connected as possible, but naturally your back will lift. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, come back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring your feet back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring your feet back. So hard. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back, two more. One more. My feet are also kind of staggering down, so don't worry if that's happening to you. Inhale here, take a breather, and exhale, come back to that positioning. Bring your hands on either side of you here, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your feet out as wide as your hips. And then inhale one more time. As you exhale, tuck your pelvis in and then start to send your hips up towards the sky, bridge, and then come back down, tap your hips back down on the ground so your tailbone is tapping, and then lift back up. You're tucking in the pelvis here. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift back up. Slowly start to tuck in your pelvis as you roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. And I want you to tuck in the pelvis so much so that your tailbone will be the last thing to touch. And once it does, tuck your tailbone back in and then send your hips back up. So we're rolling down, tapping that tailbone, tuck it back in and roll back up. Let's do 5. Move nice and slow. Keep breathing. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last 2. Now, lift your hips back up and then send your right leg up towards the sky. So hard. I know our glutes are already burning. If you need to take a break, feel free to do so. Now, inhale. As you exhale, tap your tailbone down to the ground. And then inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift. Slowly come down, keeping your right leg up. Inhale, bring your hands behind your head, elbows out wide. My hair is becoming undone. And we're lifting the chest up towards the corner where the wall and the roof meet. So don't think about lifting your chest up towards the ceiling, rather lifting towards the corner of the room there. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, extend, sending your right leg out long. Everything is staying still except your leg moving and extending out. It is floating above the ground. And then as you exhale, you'll lift that leg back up. Inhale, bring that leg down. Exhale, lift. 5 more. 4. Lift the chest higher. 2 and 1. Now from here, connect your left elbow to your right knee. Send that leg out. We're staying in the twisted position, and then bring the knee back to connect to the left elbow. Extend out, lift the chest higher, and in, out, and in. Inhale out, exhale in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to that connect. So we've got the right knee on the left elbow, and then extend that right leg out. Send it out like we did earlier. Connect. Extend out, send down, connect. Out, send down, connect. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, extend your right leg out, send it out in front of you, and then place it down. Come back to lie down on your back. Inhale here, and exhale. Now, inhale again. As you exhale, tuck in your pelvis and start to lift your hips all the way up to the sky, and then come back down. We're doing 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips nice and high. Extend that left leg out. So our glutes are burning here. Inhale. Exhale, lift higher. Inhale, bring that bum down, tapping that tailbone. And then lift up, down, and up, down, and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift, bring the bum down. Inhale, hands behind your head, elbows out wide, and then lift the chest up to the corner of the room. Inhale again, and exhale, lift higher. Inhale, bring that leg down to hover, and then lift back up. Hover down, and up, down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the chest higher, and 1. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to connect your right elbow to your left knee and twist. Inhale and exhale, extend. Bring it back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale out. Exhale, come back in. Extend. Send it out. Connect. Extend. Out. Connect. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untwist, extend the leg, inhale. And then as you exhale, come all the way back down. Bring your hands on either side of you. Inhale one more time. As you exhale, let's tuck the pelvis in. Send the hips up high. Bring them down. High and down. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Hug your knees to your chest. Maybe bring your forehead up to your knees and then just rock from side to side. Maybe you just want to give your abs a little break here. So tough. We're going to come back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Forehead to your knees. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, you're going to extend your legs out long and your arms up above your head. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug. Extend. Hug. Extend. Hug. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring your head down, take a break. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands behind your head, elbows out wide, and start to lift the chest to the corner of the room. Inhale again, and exhale. Now from here, extend your right leg out long. We're hovering it above the ground, and then connect your right elbow to your left knee, and switch. We're switching, switch, switch, switch. 5, 4, 3, 2. So hard. 1. Stay with me. Connect your knees to each other. Send them out. Hug them back in. Out and in. 5, 4. So hard. 3. Last 2. 1. Hold it out. Open your legs. Close them. Open and close. Open and close. Last 3. We got this. 2. And 1. Knees together. Hug them into your chest. I struggled there too. Rock from side to side. I'm right there with you. Oh my goodness. So tough. Let's rock and roll to seated. Oh my goodness. Okay. I know that we are all feeling it right now, myself included. So let's keep going. We got this. We're halfway through. Inhale here and exhale. Your knees are hip width distance apart and they're bent. Bring your hands underneath your knees here. Inhale, lift the spine up nice and long. And then as you exhale, focus on tucking in the tailbone like we did earlier. And we're really going to round the spine here and then just send our weight back slightly. So you're holding on behind your knees. And then I want you to inhale, come back up. Exhale, round, send back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round, send back. Inhale, lift up. Let's do 3. 2, it should feel nice. and 1. We're leaning back, stay back. Inhale here. Exhale, go a little bit further back. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale, genie arms. So you're bringing your hands to each elbow. So your left hand on your right elbow and then vice versa. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, right, center, left. 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, tucks in back. Just taking a little break. Inhale, twist to the right. Open up your right arm, tap the back of your mat. Close it back up, genie arms, twist to the left. Open up, tap the back. Genie arms, left. Open, tap, close, twist, tap, close, twist, tap, close. Keep breathing. Last 3. You got this. Last 2. So hard. Last 1. Ooh. Last time. Come back to center. Lift. Relax. Take a breather. Notice the sensations in your core. Notice all that strength happening. Now, if you do have to take a break while we're doing this and you feel like you just cannot keep up, you cannot make it, I want you to know that if you need to take a break, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. When I do classes, I take breaks too. As you can tell, I really struggle to get through it too. That's the point. We want to reach that point where we feel like we cannot go anymore. That's how we level up. So don't think of it as a weakness. Don't think of it as you not able to do something. Like, that's just not the case. In fitness, we really do just challenge ourselves to that point where we feel like we cannot go further. So I just want you to keep that in mind if you feel like you're really struggling to keep up. All right, let's come forward a little bit on the mat. Inhale, reach your arms out in front of you. Now, as you exhale, I want you to tuck in the pelvis and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll back to your back. So inhale, exhale, tuck, slowly, as slow as you possibly can, and you are going to feel this in your abs. Slow, slow, slow. Inhale, lift your arms up above your head. As you exhale, we're going to come back up. Now again, slow, slow, slow. You might need a little bit of momentum like I do to come back up. We're going to do this 3 times. Exhale, tuck, come all the way back. Really practicing that control in the core. Inhale, arms above your head. Go at your own pace. If you can go slower, that's great. If you want to go a little faster, that's okay. Last 2. I am not perfect at this, so just keep that in mind. We don't have to be perfect. We are working on getting better every single day, and you can always improve. Don't think of fitness as you're going to reach this point and then you don't have to go further than that. That's just not how it works. Even for instructors, we keep going, we keep learning, we keep getting stronger. Lower all the way down and then just stay down, reaching your arms up above your head. Now we have bent knees. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands out in front of you again, and we're going to lift up, but only lifting the chest the same way that we were earlier. So we're bringing our chest to the corner of the room. Inhale here, exhale, lift higher. Inhale here, exhale, lift higher. Last one, lift higher, stay. Now, bring your feet a little bit closer to you, and then with your right arm, I want you to reach for your right ankle. With your left, reach for your left ankle. Right, left, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, lift higher. Lift higher. Last one, lift higher. And then slowly lower all the way back down. Let's come to our stomachs. So we're just going to do a little bit of a counter here. Bring your hands out on either side of you, and then your feet as wide as the mat. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, push the floor away from you. Please do not push past any pain points. So if you feel pressure in your low back, just stop there. Go as far as what feels good for you today. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. And then down. Zip your feet together, tuck your toes, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to push ourselves up. Now you can feel free to keep your knees on the ground, but we're going to come up to a plank. So inhale, exhale, push up. We're going to hold a plank for 30 seconds. Make sure you're not lifting your bum up. Keep breathing. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog here. A little bit of hamstring flexibility. Really draw your heels into the ground. Send your tailbone up towards the sky. 1 foot at a time. Deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Now inhale, I want you to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Keep your hips nice and square. Your foot is flexed. Inhale here. Now as you exhale, hug your knee into your chest. So we're really squeezing that knee into the chest. And then I want you to bring your right knee underneath your right armpit. Then send your right knee to your wrist, so your right wrist, then to your left wrist, left armpit. Right armpit, right wrist, left wrist, armpit. Armpit. It's kind of funny words. Okay, so we're doing squares. 3 more. Keep breathing. Last 2. So hard. And 1. Hug your right knee into your chest. Step it through low lunge. Lift your arms up towards the sky. Tuck in that pelvis. We're stretching the front of that left hip. Getting some movement into that core area as well. So we're lengthening those muscles. They are very, very strong right now since we have been strengthening them. And when you are stretching them out after strengthening them, it's also an amazing way to lengthen the muscles. So another way to also avoid bulkiness, a little bit of like a build-up in the muscles, is to lengthen them afterwards, and then also avoiding tightness. So a lot of people have very tight hips because they're working their hips, but they are not stretching afterwards. So we're incorporating that into this practice. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck more. Send the hips forward. Inhale again. Exhale, push back. Let's do half split. So flex that right foot up, square the hips. If you feel like you cannot touch the ground here, simply bend the knee until you still feel a stretch here, straight spine, but you can touch the ground. Inhale. Exhale, fold, send that tailbone back. That's really the focus here. Inhale again. Exhale, tailbone back. Come forward. Let's reach back for that left foot. Quad stretch. Inhale. Exhale, pull that foot towards you. Deep, deep stretch. Inhale again. Exhale, pull. Release it back out. Bring your right hand down. Push back plank. We're doing 30 seconds again. You got this. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back down facing dog. Pedal out your feet again. Notice the sensations in the body. How good does that other hip feel since we stretched out? We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg rises up. Square hips. Foot is flexed. Inhale.
As you exhale, hug that left knee into the chest. Knee goes to left armpit, left wrist, right armpit squares. 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, doesn't have to be perfect. 2, and 1. Hug that left knee into the chest, step it through. Low lunge, reach your arms up. Nice stretch in that front hip. Tucking in the pelvis here, and then sending the hips forward. Very, very important. We want to focus on tucking it in rather than coming down. We're really not doing anything here. Tuck it in, you want to really feel it there. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in more and come forward. You might not move at all, you might move a little. Push back, half split. Again, focusing on a straight spine. You can bend that knee if need be. Keep breathing here. Breathing is essential for lengthening the muscles. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Let's come forward, reach back for your right foot. Nice quad stretch, send those hips down. Pull your right foot in. Drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release that right foot. Plant your hands, push back. Our last 30 seconds and then we are done. 30. 25. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down, come to sit. Close off your eyes. Notice how you feel. My hair is just falling apart. Notice all the sensations in the body. Notice the fatigue in your core. And that is it. I hope that you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun for me. It's so hard to teach and do that stuff at the same time, but I love that I can do it with you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to practice with me, and I will see you in the next one.